and now senior member of the governing AK party.
Manbij is a very strategic part of Syria. We know that a lot of different terrorist organizations have exploited the gap of authority in the recent months and years, and they have found safe havens in and around Manbij. And Turkey feels that those terrorist organizations are threatening our national security, and we are determined to cleanse the area from all types of terrorists, be it Daesh, ISIS, FETÖ, PKK, YPG, the HKPC, and we will work with the regional powers and the global powers in the area to clear the area of all types of terrorism.
It's going to be problematic, isn't it? Because under the heading of terrorism, you're putting forces who were formally backed by the US and who are allied with the Syrian government in Damascus. This is not an easy task you're proposing.
Well, YPG and PYD are extensions of PKK, which is on the list of terrorist organizations of both the European Union and the United States. Therefore, claiming that they are now allies of our allies doesn't really make any sense. It seems like there is a global consensus from both Washington, Moscow, Tehran, and Brussels to support Turkey's fight against terrorism and to make sure that the territorial integrity of both Syria and Iraq are not divided. Turkey doesn't want any piece of any land of any country. We are not after any natural resources of any other nation. We just want to make sure that there is stability. All we want is prosperity for people of Syria, and we want them to have their own democracy, and hopefully they will be able to rebuild their own country as soon as possible.
But whatever your attitude to these Kurdish forces, they were your allies in the fight against Daesh or ISIS, call them what you will. They did help defeat them.
They did not help us. They might have worked with some US military groups, but Turkey has never cooperated with any of these groups unless they represent legitimate governments.
Do you have any idea of when this operation that you talk about to cleanse the area of terrorists will start?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it has started in the last 2 years and it will continue. But we are not going to announce every single operation. We don't want to give a heads up to the terrorists, but they can expect us to be there any moment.
Would Turkey back away from conflict in Manbij if Kurdish fighters there are replaced by Syrian government forces?
Well, if Manbij is clean of terrorist elements, of course, Turkey's priority would be sending the 3.5 million Syrians that have found safe havens in Turkey today back to their homeland to start their own businesses and rebuild their towns.
You must be very pleased that America has pulled out of the area concerned in Syria.
Well, the US is doing the right thing. As Churchill said many years ago, Americans always do the right thing after exploiting all the other options. We have been trying to convince them that they should not be working with any terrorist organizations, and they're on the right track.
That was former Turkish EU minister and now member of the Turkish government, Egemen Bağış.